Here's the new Tikka T3x UPR. This has got the usual Tikka T3x system. It's a 10-round magazine that shares with the CTR rifle. The stock is a composite material and it has a more tactical layout with a butt hook, bag rider, adjustable cheek piece and a stiff forend with suitability for bipod. There are two studs underneath the forend for a bipod and there's a left side quick release socket as well. The back end has a left side quick release socket and there's a stud underneath the bag rider. Hand to support the rifle to reach quite a long way back towards your shoulder to pin the rifle in place. This has the effect of drawing your left elbow towards the grip slightly and you do lose a little bit of lateral stability. You can add length of pull spacers to the stock and it's got a vertically adjustable cheek piece which is a nice slim shape and does lock firmly. It's great for aligning your eye behind the scope and great return eyeball, which is especially useful when you're shooting because you're more likely to stay with a good head position and keep track of your shot as it flies all the way through to the target, making it far easier to see your bullet splash. The rifle was running from brand new using Federal ballistic tip ammunition. It did take about 50 or 60 shots before it really started to settle on target, and you can see here the first part of the video is just on the running stage getting some approximate velocities. I use the rifle on occasion from a recon shooting tripod. This has a hog saddle on top, so it's important that when you clamp the hog saddle on the rifle, the stock is rigid and doesn't crush. Thankfully the UPR does that perfectly and it's very stiff in use. The barrel is fully free floated and you don't get any resonance problems or hand position issues. Tikka's cold hammer forged barrels are very reliable and after running it showed great thermal stability after longer shot strings. It's 610mm or 24 inches long and it's threaded 5/8 by 24 for a moderator or brake. The rifle is supplied with a Picatinny rail. Mine was a 0 inclination unit but a 20 MOA one is available as well. I used Boris XTR signature rings with 5 MOA built into them as well as a Steiner M7X scope for the review process. The moderator in use is a Stalon X series which showed great performance with the Peaky 308 round. It's the usual Tikka 2-lug bolt with a 70-degree lift, which gives fast, smooth operation, good ejection and smooth magazine feed as well. The steel magazine holds 10 rounds, plus one in the chamber if you need to. They load from the front, each one going in individually. Backup rounds drop through the ejection port will load straight to the barrel with no issue at all. The magazine slots and clips securely in place and there's an ambidextrous release catch on the front of the trigger guard, operable by. Shooting the rifle from the bench was comfortable with a soft support back underneath the back end, but you can see how it's quite a long way to the back, almost pushing into the butt hook itself to keep the rifle pinned into my shoulder. Ejection was ideal for a primarily target use rifle. It doesn't throw the rounds miles away that you're going to have to pick up later, because you're probably going to be reloading brass for a gun like this anyway, I would have thought. 150 grain ballistic tip hunting ammunition was great for running the barrel in, but it didn't show awesome accuracy on target. I later moved on to 168 and 178 grain match bullets, both ballistic tip and boat tail hollow point for better performance on targets at longer range. You can test every ammunition type under the sun all day and all night long if you really want to, but once I've proven a gun is effective, I want to move out to longer distance and shoot and see what the gun feels like and handles like in real world use, real world conditions. I'm not interested in endlessly punching holes in paper. Atmospheric conditions are always the biggest battle for longer range shooting, but the point to me is I want to review the rifle that interacts with me as a shooting capability of every ammunition type available in the whole market across the whole world. These sorts of speeds with 100 are about what I would expect. The figures printed on boxes are all it'll really expect. I get quite a few review rifles with fussy magazines, and the reason you're seeing the Tikka magazine put in and out so many times is just because it worked so easily and so smoothly. Feed from the magazine was excellent, there was no damage to the brass or the bullet on its way into the chamber. Ejection was also enthusiastic but not ridiculous. Overall weight of the rifle was 3.7 kilograms or 8.1 pounds. Overall length of the rifle was 1105mm or 43.5 inches, and that's with the standard 13.75 inch or 349mm length of pull before any spacers are added. Here you can see the 100-metre test group starting to close in a little. That's actually a 5-rounder. I like the overall textured finish of the stock. It gives plenty of grip from all shooting positions. The grip itself offers a thumb up or thumb wrap position, and it's ambidextrous with a palm swell both sides. The trigger is excellent. It's Tikka's usual single stage unit, adjustable from 1 to 2 kilograms, which on this test rifle weighed 1400 grams or 30 ounces. A single set option is also available. The right hand safety catch is quite in operation, and when rearward on safe also locks the bolt closed. I like to get away from the sterile environment of a shooting bench as quickly as possible. Here we are at the farm shooting 390 metres, just getting some drops dialed in on a 500mm gong.
You ready?
Yep.
Firing. Spotting.
This is down in Wales now, 400 metres, getting a little bit more accurate on target as we play about with the ballistics, and now definitely using the hand loads for more precise on target performance.
Spotting.
Now for somewhere with more space. That first hill's 1500 metres, but the white building down there as well. All we've got to do is spray up the quarry first. It's almost impossible to resist a watermelon. The Picatinny rail made it too inviting not to use the Kestrel head-up display I've got on review at the moment as well. The wind vane is extremely constantly updated. Okay, it's the usual factor, you can only measure wind in one location, but it's a great indicator.
You decide what you want to shoot at now. Yep.
Was you just using the number 2?
Yeah.
Right off.
Yeah, just had to shoot off.
Right, yeah, lad.
It's all at 843 metres out, but it's quite good to be getting on target at that sort of distance. And sharp bore, which is the last pig-shaped target in the centre of the range. You can see the trace as the bullet flies. Ground, you can probably see again it's pronounced by bag is going back towards my trying to. You can see a picture in the screenshot here of Dave, and it's demonstrating the two positions with his hand on and off the butt hook into his shoulder. Rather enjoy shooting it. It's certainly not quite as good as some stocks. It gets tactile in use and comfortable from all. The length of pull might have suited me slightly better.
Are we clear?
Bipod. The strap wrapped around the front of the bipod in this picture, it's deliberate. It's pressure as I load on and off the bipod's legs anyway. And there's no flexing at any point during this time. The composites include on a cut recoil, but you'll notice how smooth the rifle is and the position stays fixed, and I image the my bullet always up so I can see. Here are my thoughts after having used the Tikka T3x TAC about 12 months ago. I also video on it, which was post-January, and was 1,000 metres, but the ballistics of a 308 run out about opinion on target. Thanks for watching, hope to see you again soon, and if you look through my YouTube channel, you'll see the TAC video, so